The story of betrayal, I still don't understand how I didn't notice earlier. Sometimes memory plays cruel tricks. You look back and suddenly see that all the signs were right there in front of you, but at the time, they seemed like small things, coincidences, not worth paying attention to. Now, when I recall them, my stomach twists. My boyfriend and I weren't officially living together, but in reality, he was at my place constantly. He had a key, his shirts were in my drawer, his toothbrush stood next to mine. I paid for almost everything: rent, utilities, internet. It was my apartment, my responsibility, my effort. And he just came and used it, as if it was all his by default. The first warning signs, about a month ago, I started noticing strange details. First, my blanket. I'd come home and it looked like someone had just been lying on it. Not the way I usually leave it. No, it looked like a stranger's body had left its mark. Then, my perfume bottle. I always put it in the same spot. I'm almost obsessive about order. But suddenly, it was slightly moved. At first I thought, maybe I bumped it myself. But it kept happening again and again. And then, a hair tie. Not mine, not my roommate's. I found it under my bed. That was the moment something inside me shifted. I asked my roommate if she'd noticed anything strange. She answered too quickly, too sharply. No, nothing. And that nothing sounded like she was shutting the topic down on purpose. I wasn't thinking about cheating yet, but the feeling that something was wrong started haunting me every single day. The day everything changed. The real blow came unexpectedly. My shift at work ended earlier than usual. Instead of 6 in the evening, I came home at 2 in the afternoon. And the moment I opened the door, I felt it. Someone was here. It's impossible to explain in words, but the air was different. The silence was too tense. I walked down the hallway, my heart pounding as if I was the one breaking the rules. And when I opened the door to my room, he was there, in my bed, with another girl. Not just talking, not just sitting together. They were in the middle of it. Completely. No masks, no excuses. I froze. The world around me seemed to stop. I could hear only my own breathing and the rush of blood in my ears. My roommate's role. And my roommate was sitting on the couch in the living room, scrolling through her phone, pretending nothing was happening. But I knew she had let them in. Later, I found out she had been helping him regularly. She texted him updates. She just left. You're good. She was his accomplice. And that turned out to be even worse than the cheating itself. Because yes, a boyfriend, a traitor. But she lived with me under the same roof. She knew how hard I was trying, how much I worked, how I was trying to put my life back together. And still, she chose his side. My life at that moment. The most painful part, I was trying so hard. I was learning to be responsible. I was budgeting, avoiding unnecessary spending. I was rebuilding my credit history after one late payment. I was literally laying the foundation for my future stability. And meanwhile, they were turning my apartment into a cheap motel. My room, my bed. The ending, I kicked him out immediately. No screaming, no hysterics, just cold and firm. I told my roommate she had 30 days to pack her things and leave. But you know what's the scariest part? Even now, I can't believe it. I can't accept that two people I trusted did this. In my room, in my home. With her helping him like it was normal. This wasn't just cheating, it was betrayal. Double betrayal. And it left a wound inside me that will take a very long time to heal.